Record and good morning. Let me switch that camera, as I always forget to do, and roll that ball around in the hand, up and down and around across the knuckles and on the pad of the thumb and on the pad underneath the pinky. And a little bit more on the whole hand, and then take it in one hand and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. Squeeze again. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then move it to the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let go. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's start moving it around the back in one direction as quickly as possible. And then the other direction. And then hinge at the waist and put it through the legs. Bending the knees slightly. You're assessing your feet. I'm just trying to trick myself, and I succeeded right there. And let's drop the ball on the floor and press 3 times in the middle of the foot. Move it up to the knuckles. Press down on each once, going across. And then roll it across the knuckles, pivoting on the heel. Bring the ball to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, and roll the ball across the top of the heel. And bring the ball right below the first metatarsal and press down. Roll it down a little bit further to the side of the top of the heel and press down. And then move it over to the middle of the 5th metatarsal. And press down. Roll it down each of the bones, starting at the knuckle to the top of the heel. And then just scribble it all around in every direction. And it's 3, 2, 1. Reassess how that foot feels in relation to the other, which will get its chance to catch up right now as we press down 3 times in the middle of the foot. Once on each knuckle. And then slide it across the knuckles. Bring it down to the top of the heel and pivot on the toes and slide it across. Whoa. There you go. And put it under, right below the first metatarsal, knuckle, and press. Down to the side of the top of the heel and press. Middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll it down the bones. and scribble. Three, two, one. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess how you feel. And let's hinge and jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just start marching in place. Or jogging. It's about 21 seconds left. I'm going to go a little faster. You can sprint or just go a little faster. Or keep doing what you're doing. You could also do some rapid squats or some jumping jacks or some side jacks, which is what I think I'll do. I'll do 21 of them. Whatever you do, be safe. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 14, 15, 18, 19, 21. Center with 2 deep breaths. Shake the tree. Or do the Lin energy bounce. Either one. Three, two, one. Centering. Rub those hands together. Cultivate some chi. Form a chi ball. Let it move you around as you transfer weight from one foot to the other. One leg to the other. Backwards, sideways. Ball expands, ball contracts. You're keeping the center of your body, that lower dantian is where the gravity accumulates, where you have control over your balance. Keep that over the foot that has the weight bearing. And center. 2 deep breaths. We'll twist at the waist. Swing the arms. And center. 1 breath. Now let's do some ocean wave breathing. Hands come out. back in. Go out a little further as you move forward on your toes a bit and come back as your arms come in. Exhale on the way out, inhale on the way in. Come up to shoulder height and then start coming back down. Put your fingers and thumb together at the base of the spine. Step out and gather in starlight at the lower dantian, the heart, the throat, third eye, forehead, above the head, the crown. 3 times around the crown. And we start going back down, forehead, throat, heart, about 2 inches below the belly button, and center. Other side. And center. 2 deep diaphragmatic breaths. Rib cage is expanding. Exhale as long as you inhaled. 1 more. Interlace the fingers, bring the hands up over the head. Stretch up. If you can do back extensions, do so. Otherwise, just hold there for a second or 2 more as we come back and bend to one side. And then the other. And center and come down, pushing out, particularly at the chest where we stop for a second. The scapula pushing out and down. Put the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and come up. Bring the hands back to the side and shrug. Roll the shoulders back. Extend the arms and rotate. You said, what happened to rolling the shoulders forward? Rotate in the other direction. Well, I read something yesterday that I'm going to investigate further. It made a good point. And that is, we spend our whole lives getting, let's go thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down. And we're hunched over like this. And why would you want to do this? I don't know. Feels good. but maybe we'll just roll our shoulders backwards. Going to investigate that a little further. Up and down, bring your arm across and press at the elbow. And then the other arm. One arm behind the back, press down on the elbow. Other arm. Let's rotate the neck. Other direction. Go ear to shoulders. And nod. Look over your shoulder in one direction. And then the other. Look up. And down. Let's put the fingers up on one hand and pull back on them with the other. Face down and pull back. Flop the hand. Press down just above the knuckles. You can wiggle the fingers to form a fist, or do both. Other hand, fingers are up. Down. And flopped. Let's go into a side lunge and stretch the adductors. Holding on to something if you need to. Stick, chair. The other way. Come back up. Put your feet together. Put one foot in front of the other. Sole off the ground. Hinge at the waist. And stretch the adductor of that foot where the sole is off the ground. And then come back, put the other foot out, sole up, hinge at the waist. You're bending at the knee, the other knee slightly. And come up, and then we'll just stretch the calves. Front leg is in a 90-degree position, back leg is extended out, and you're pressing the heel towards the floor. Feeling that stretch in the calf. And then go the other way. Grab a stick. Roll out. In a nice big circle. And then come back in. Go laterally. And then in the other direction. Push out. Flop the wrists. Switch the grip. Palms up, flop the wrists. Do some curls. Switch your grip back to palms down, bring the stick back over your head. And if you can, extend it down behind your back. Leave it there, put it in the crook of your elbows, and twist at the waist. You can keep doing this or go into a back extension. And come up. Let's put the stick in front of us. And as I said, we're going to be doing some isometrics today, including some new ones. But let's start by standing on our toes for 17 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 17, and then back on our heels. 1, 2, 14, 15, 16, 17. We can put the stick down. You want to have a chair, and you want a cloth, a towel, a rag, something that we can do some pulling on for these isometric exercises. But the first thing we're going to do is without either, and those are the neck presses. So you put your hand on the side of your head, press the hand in as you press your head against it. And then the other side. Put your hands behind your head and press back with your head and forward with your hands. And then put your palm on your forehead and press. And now we'll do some extended pigeon pecs. So you're gonna bring your neck in to your chest and hold, and then peck out like a pigeon and bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Peck, tuck in your chin. 2, 3, 4, 5. Peck, tuck. 2, 4, 5. One more time. Peck. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's take that piece of cloth, if you need it, to put one arm up, one arm down, and pull up as you pull down. Of course, if you can interlace your fingers, you don't need the cloth. Either way, let's hold 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the other way. And 12. Now take the cloth and put one palm up and one palm down. Hold it, the palms or the hands as close as you can to each other at around your stomach, and pull out with one hand as you're pulling up with the other, and hold. And then reverse the position of the hands and do the same, pulling. 2, 3. "13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now keep those hands in the same position and just make like you're doing a canoe paddle. On the side, ten, and then go to the other side. And 10. And now let's sit down for a second. And put one foot out, put the other foot out on top of it. Hold on to the seat of your chair and press the bottom foot up while you're pressing the top leg down. Or the whole bottom leg is pressing up as you're pressing down. And hold. 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. Reverse the 2 feet. What was on top goes on the bottom. And again, press up with the bottom foot and down with the top foot. "14, 15, 16, 17. All right, relax for a second, shake it out. Press the heel of one foot into the ground, sit back in the chair, Press the heel of one foot into the ground. $11, $12, $13, $14, $16, $17, and then the other foot. And 15, 16, 17. And stand up. And have that chair nearby you. We're going to stand on one leg, combination balance and isometrics. Just have it, if you need to put both hands on the back for support, do that. If you don't need it at all, and just have it there in case you fall, that's fine. Oh, let's say that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16, 17, and then the other foot. $17, and then finally, I don't want to go away without doing a low squat. There's a couple we left out today as we introduced some new ones, but we'll be revisiting them. We're going to go down as low as you can. If you want to progress this exercise and you have bands, you can put bands around the top of your knee. You don't have to, but you want to spread your legs further apart than you normally do in a squat. Your feet are pressing out and you want to go down as low as you can. 2, 3, 15, 16, 17, and up. Excellent. Put the chair away. Come back to center. Nice deep breath. And open our hearts. Pausing on inhale and sending it out with a big exhale. Center, 2 breaths, fill that rib cage. In through the nose. And bring down heavily chi. Going down, gathering up earth chi. And Namaste. Oops. Everybody good?
I had a little trouble getting in on the link, so I had to go through the Zoom app itself, and you gave us the meeting number, so I was able to get in that way. But the link, for some reason, wouldn't go.
Working? Huh.
Yeah,
Did anybody else have trouble with the link?
Nope, just me,
No?
I guess.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
I made it.
Good to know. Sorry about that.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. I am going to do Tibetans today for all of you who enjoy the 5 Tibetans.
Okay.
And I'm going to switch. Okay.
5 Tibetans.
5 Tibetans coming up.
Hola, Tibetans. Let's go.
What happened to my screen here? All right, so, all right. Again, we start a modification. Let me turn on a light here. It's dark. All right. A modification to the twirling would be just twist at the waist, slapping the arms, or extend the hands. And we're going to go up to 11 times. Do whatever is good for you before you spin off into a wall or something. 8, 9, 11. Take a couple of deep breaths. And we're going to get down on the floor.
Whoa, on the floor.
On the floor.
Okay.
How?
Okay.
Down.
And you're going to lie back. Now, there are various ways of doing this. In the modified version, you put your hands by your side with the fingers facing forward. In the doubly modified version, you could put them under your back if you need support in the lumbar region. If you need support in your neck, you could put them underneath your head by your neck. What we're going to do is lift the soles of our feet off the floor a couple of inches at the same time that we lift our head, neck, and shoulders. All the action is in the core, and we're going to come right back now. Unmodified version, you extend your legs. If you're trying this for the first time, I wouldn't advise that. I'm going to do 6 modified and 5 of the regular ones. Starting now. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 11. Take 2 deep breaths. And we're going to get up and go on our knees.
Knees here.
No, I don't do any exercise.
And so you put your hands behind your back.
On your tush.
Your tush is fine, or the hamstrings. And You can do this one of two ways. You can either bend at the knees and go back if you have back extension issues. If you don't, bend your back and then come forward, and that's one. Bend, 2, 3. We're going to do up to 11 again. But do what feels right for you. You can work your way up to 11. 6,
Do we
7. That's 10 for me. And 11. I'll take 2 nice deep diaphragmatic breaths. And we're going to sit down. These are originally called the rites of rejuvenation, but they become known as the Five Tibetans over the years. So you're sitting down, soles of your feet are on the floor, hands are by your side with the fingers facing forward, unless you find it easier, as some do, put it behind and point the fingers away from you. Either way, you're going to come up into a table. That's in the modified version. Unmodified, again, your legs would be extended and you'd come up. But both ways, you end up in a table. I'd start with the palms of with the soles of the feet on the floor. And we'll do up to 11. I'll do 6 of the modified and 5 of the regular. 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. That's good.
I'm running a little behind you there.
Yeah.
11. All right. Take 2 deep breaths. And the last of the official Tibetans, we get on all fours in the modified version. And we're going to come up into an up dog on our knees. And now in the unmodified version, you start in a down dog and come up and you're not on your knees. And you go back to a down dog and so on. Again, I'll do 6 of the modified and 5 of the regular. Do what you can. 1, 2,
6 is enough. 10. Plenty.
9 for me. 10 and 11. All right. I'm going to come around, sit up, cross our legs, however it feels comfortable. Sitting up straight. We're going to do 11 rotations, 6 in one direction and 5 in the other. You can do it with your spine straight up, or you can bend, as I will do. Again, 6 in one direction, 5 in the other, and then we'll pause and switch the position of the legs.
You're doing something else, you know that.
So let's start. 1,
I cannot cross my legs.
2, 3, 6, and then switch directions. 1, 2,
10.
5.
I could do that.
And now you switch the position of the feet. If you have one on top of the other, you put that on the bottom. If you have one in front of the other, you put it in the back and put the other one up front. We'll do 5 rotations in the original direction and then 6 in the other.
This is all I can do. And I cannot
Right
see.
now. And between the 10th and the 11th, we're going to stretch out in front of us. I'll show you that when we get there. 5, and then 6 in the other direction. 1, 2, 5, and half. So stretch out, put your arms out, bend it as far as you can. It may only be to here, but that's fine. Stretch out, take 2 deep breaths. And go over to the top of your left knee and stretch. Couple of breaths. To your right knee and take a couple of breaths. And come up. Satnam.
Now he's doing this. This is. What time is it?
One more
Class
minute.
is over.
One more
Over.
minute.
Well, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
Yes. Hi, Hal.
It was good, Tom.
Good? You know, send me your email. I'll send you some material, including a rundown on these 5 Tibetans.
Very good, very good, very good.
Good, great.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Mira. See you on Monday or tonight. I'll see you tonight. I'll see you tonight.
Have a
We
good
should send
Sunday.
you so we can put it on the wall. We want all to be like you, skinny and so healthy.
Thank you. We'll get there. We'll all get there.
Promise?
You know, yeah, you know, it's interesting, like bending like that. I remember when I was back in the days when you used to go to the gym, when gyms were open. These old guys playing racquetball. So how do you do that? Well, you know, I'd say 10 years ago, I couldn't come anywhere near there. You know, you got to do it, right? It's a millimeter at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take care. Love to
All right.
all. See
Yep.
you.
Thank you.
See you later.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
See you tomorrow.
No, today, and not tomorrow at all. Tomorrow is Sunday.
Is it?
It's Tom's day off. We begrudgingly let him have a day off. Very begrudgingly.